Good morning, traders, and this is my DAX review for today. So I did stay out of the DAX yesterday, made some money on the S&P rather. That was a bit more predictable, and we did end up with a red day. So remember what I said, you had two indecision bars here. Let's just go down. So we had two indecision bars pretty much in there, very similar to what we had in the past, and kind of down the bottom here. So basically what we're looking for at the moment is a pullback onto structure for an opportunity to buy. That is still pretty much the scenario that I have, and the closest structure on the daily is pretty much this trend line break and this level at 12,294. Okay, there is a little bit of a wedge forming. I think it's probably going to turn out to be a channel rather than a wedge, but I'll run through that with you now. So there's the top of it. Okay, there's the wedge and the break, but if we do that, it turns into a channel. Okay, and the DAX does love channels. Okay, it pretty much trades in channels and ranges quite a lot. So anyway, so for me, I'm probably not looking to trade this at the moment. Let's just leave that in and that. We do have another level here, which is probably something we need to pay attention to. You can see all the interaction at this area. And if we just zoom it out a bit, you will find we have a little bit of interaction further back. Okay, so you can see there's the level we're looking at. And I think what we should actually do is put that level in there as well, just above or just below price. That is something that we need to pay attention to. Not much there, a little bit over here. Okay, we're busy flirting with it, so let's keep those levels in. I'll give you the level shortly. Okay, so first things first. We have moved up. We have consolidated. We've broken down. One push down, one move up, one push down. So we're pretty much retracing. Are we retracing to test the level? I think that's pretty much what we should be looking for. So let's just have a look on the hour to see if that does materialize. Okay, we do have this head and shoulders forming now. So here's a shoulder, here's a head, here's a shoulder. Your neckline is pretty much on this level. That's 12,500. So that's the first area to watch out for. Second area to watch out for is obviously 12,442. But look at this gap down here. All this interaction at this level to the downside, and possibly a trend line retest as well, which would be 12,294. So I think for me on the DAX at the moment, this head and shoulders does look a little bit worrying. I suppose the first level is quite far back. Second level is relatively close. So we'd have to break through, or sort of break through this level, come back, reject it, and it's going to be a bit tough getting through these two areas here. I just want to get to the weekly. I just want to see what we have here. So you can see we've got quite a strong zone of support here on the weekly. We're halfway through the week at the moment. Is this going to turn out to be a piercing pattern on the weekly, or are we just really coming back down to find support before bouncing? And I think that's pretty much the question that we need to be asking. Okay, so kind of reluctant to look at this head and shoulders. It does look attractive, but I think it's probably going to be a trap. Probably safer to wait to see what transpires. If we do get through these two areas here, so I would want to be through 12,442 and a retest. Then I have a trend line here as well, which is going to interfere with me as well. And then we have this bottom level here. Now, if I just calculate the head and shoulders target here and see if that matches, it doesn't match that level at all. Yeah, so guys, I'm a little bit reluctant to be chasing this at the moment. And the only reason being is that we've got these pretty big levels and a trend line and another big level just below. So it's going to offer opportunity for buyers to step in. I think what we should basically do is maybe just add this triangle in here. sorry, not so much a triangle, but the trend line. We do have intersecting trend lines here. We've got a gap here. I'd be a buyer down here. I think that's pretty much what I'd be looking for. We'd be buying at 12,294 with a stop below the swing low here of 12,080. That's pretty much my feel on this at the moment. Not entirely comfortable with a long or short, to be honest with you. So typically when that happens, we will move down to the 15 minute. And we're just going to have to zoom out a little bit here. Move down to 15 minutes and find the opportunities. There will be opportunities. You can see it wasn't much yesterday, or the day before and yesterday. But I think we're coming into support, so you're going to see what you're looking for is this kind of price action off a level. I mean, that's classic. You can see pin bars off there, 2 pin bars off there. Here you can see a rejection off a level, second move up, another rejection there. So that's what you're kind of looking for. Anything happening on the level, you can see here on a trend line, you can see how it's bouncing off there. That's kind of what we're looking for. So draw your levels in, watch the levels, have a watch. I mean, we may actually just bounce right here where we are, or we may bounce further down, or we may come down to these levels. So the trick is just to be patient, wait for it. As soon as we see price action, and remember for me, it's pin bars, inside bars, and engulfing bars. That's pretty much the only 3 price action patterns that I look at. Okay, so short summary is staying out of it until I see something happen at one of these levels. Okay, levels are 12,500, 12,442. It could be this trend line, which would be around 12,390, 12,385, possibly even 12,383. Could break through the trend line quickly and hit 12,294. We do have a gap down there. So those are the 3 areas that I'm watching. Any kind of price action similar to this, I'll just box it for you. Any kind of price action similar to that over there, off a level, would get me long. Okay, reluctance on the shorts purely because we've got these big levels and trend lines below. So, if it was clear sailing below, I'd actually look for the short scalp, but I'm not interested in that. Not with all these levels here, too risky in my view. Anyway, that's me on the DAX today. I hope it helps you. Whatever you do, stay safe and keep those stops really tight. Anyway, catch up with you tomorrow. Cheers for now.